بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي الدارسين في برامج الدراسات العليا، ماجستير ودكتوراه قسم المحاسبة، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأهلا ومرحبا بكم في هذا اللقاء الخامس الذي أتناول فيه بالشرح الأنواع المختلفة من الاستراتيجية التنافسية. Hello dear students, this video number 5 is concerned with illustrating the different types of competitive strategy. An organization succeeds by implementing a strategy, which is a plan for using resources to achieve sustainable goals within a competitive environment. Finding a strategy begins with the determination of the purpose and long-range direction, and therefore the mission of the company. The mission is developed into specific performance objectives that are then implemented by specific corporate strategies, which is specific actions to achieve the objectives that will fulfill the mission. Organizations also are using cost management to support their strategic goals. Cost management has shifted away from a focus on the stewardship role, which is product and financial reporting. The new focus is on a management facilitating role, which is developing cost and other information to support the management of the firm and the achievement of its strategic goals. Without strategic information, the firm is likely to stray from its competitive course to make strategically wrong manufacturing and marketing decisions, or to choose the wrong products or the wrong customers. In developing a sustainable competitive position, each firm purposefully or as a result of market forces arrives at one of the two competitive strategies, that is cost leadership or differentiation. These are the two strategies among which the company have to choose. As for cost leadership, cost leadership is a competitive strategy in which a firm outperforms competitors in producing products or services at the lowest price. The cost leader makes sustainable profits at lower prices, thereby limiting the growth of competition in the industry through its success at reducing price and understanding and undermining the profitability of competitors, which must meet the firm's low price. The cost leader normally has a relatively large market share and tends to avoid segment markets by using the price advantage to attract a large portion of the broad market. While most firms make strong efforts to reduce costs, the cost leader may focus almost exclusively on cost reduction, thereby ensuring a significant cost and price advantage in the market. Cost advantages usually result from productivity in the manufacturing process, in distribution, or in overall administration. For example, technical innovation in the manufacturing process and labor savings from overseas production are common routes to competitive productivity. Firms known to be successful at cost leadership are typically very large manufacturers, service firms, and retailers. A potential weakness of the cost leadership strategy is the tendency to cut costs in a way that undermines demand for the product or service. For example, by deleting key features, the cost leader remains competitive only so long as the consumer sees that the product or service is at least nearly equivalent to competing products that cost somewhat more. As for the second strategy, which is differentiation, the differentiation strategy is implemented by creating a product or service which is unique in some important way, usually in regard to higher quality or better customer service, improved product features, or some type of innovation. Sometimes a differentiation strategy is called product leadership to refer to the innovation and features in the product. In other cases, the strategy might be called a customer focused or customer solution strategy to indicate that the organization succeeds on some dimensions of customer service. This perception allows the firm to charge higher prices and outperform the competition in profits without reducing costs significantly. Many industries, including consumer electronics and clothing, have differentiated firms. The appeal of differentiation is especially strong for product lines for which the perception of quality and the image is important, as in cosmetics, jewelry, automobiles. Mercedes, Tiffany, Bentley, Rolex, and BMW are good examples of firms that have a differentiation strategy. A weakness of the differentiation strategy is the firm's tendency to undermine its strengths by attempting to lower costs or by ignoring the necessity of having a continual and aggressive marketing plan to reinforce the differentiation. If the consumer if the consumer begins to believe that the difference is not significant, then lower cost rival products will appear more attractive. And now let us have a look on the distinctive aspects of the two competitive strategies. From the point of view of strategic target, let me have a monitor. From the point of view of strategic target, in cost leadership strategy, it is broad cross-section of the market. But in the other strategy, which is differentiation strategy, it is focused section of the market. As for the basis of competitive advantage, in cost leadership strategy, it is lowest cost in the industry. Lowest cost in the industry. But in the differentiation strategy, it is unique product or service. As for the product line, in cost leadership strategy, it's limited selection, limited. But in the differentiation strategy, it's wide variety, differentiating features. From the point of view of production emphasis, in cost leadership, lowest possible cost with high quality and essential product features. In the differentiation strategy, we find innovation in differentiating products. As for the marketing emphasis in each one of the two strategies, we find that in cost leadership strategy, it is low price, but in the differentiation strategy, it is premium, premium price and innovative differentiating features. Now, we came to the end of this session, and I would like to thank all of you